Hello and welcome to another episode of All Sports Takes, where we will be going over our week 5 predictions. Last week, John went 10-5-1, winning his differential games as the Broncos beat the Bengals and the Patriots beat the Panthers. Whereas I went 9-6-1, my differential game being the Eagles beat the Bucks. John, you've cut your lead to one. You've cut my lead to one. I'm at 43-20-1 now. You're at 42-21-1. How you feeling about the season?
Great. I just knew what was gonna happen. I just game by game, bit by bit, I'm coming back. But I'm still down. He still has the lead, so not gonna be talking too much yet. But I'm glad with my picks. I'm happy who I'm picking, and I'm doing pretty good each week. So just trying to keep that up this week.
And and this week, are you confident that you're going to retake the lead?
Depends on who you pick, but I think I'm gonna pick the correct games. I think I'm gonna get a good record yet again, but just depends on who you pick.
John believes he's in the right position. We'll see. If you haven't seen our Thursday night football predictions yet, highly recommend you check that out. We did have some audio issues, but it'll be linked in the description. 49ers and Rams. We both ended up taking the Rams there. But let's get straight into it, John. We got the Vikings and Browns in Europe. Who do you got in this one?
Yeah, it's pretty easy for me. I'm gonna take the Vikings. They were there last week in Dublin, so they're getting used to the time over there. So I don't think the travel's gonna affect them too much. So they're gonna be favored there, have an advantage. And I just think the Vikings are a better team. I think they're pissed that they lost the Steelers last week. I think they're gonna be hungry. Dylan Gabriel's the starter, so I'm not exactly too confident in him, or just I don't think he's gonna be able to lead the Browns to a win. So I'm gonna take the Vikings here, 20-13.
So, Dylan Gabriel is making his first start for the Cleveland Browns. Dylan Gabriel, if you're watching this, which I know you're not, but if you were, you are the single most overrated draft pick and QB that I have seen in a long, long time. You are beyond overrated. I would pick Shadur over you 100 times out of 100 times. Dylan Gabriel, you will be a bust. You are a bad quarterback. That's a hot take, but it needed to be said. He's not a good QB. He wasn't ever really that good in college. I don't understand why the Browns picked him so high. I have the Vikings winning this one 20-10. Dylan Gabriel, shocking. Zero touchdowns, two interceptions. Very bad start for him.
Strong words, strong words.
The Cowboys tied with the Packers last week on Sunday Night Football. I don't know if you had the pleasure of watching that game like I did, and it was a great game. But man, was that an underwhelming end to that story. Cowboys are facing the Jets. Jets looked pretty decent against the Dolphins. I mean, we both knew the Dolphins were going to win that, but the Cowboys are going to win this one 30-20. Their offense is just going to prevail. They have a better offense than the Jets, even though they have the worst defense in the NFL.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Andrew on this one. The Cowboys have been pretty inconsistent. Like it seems like they play good when they play good teams and bad when they play bad teams. So I think this game will definitely be close. I think the Jets will stay in it, but I'm just gonna have to stick with the Cowboys here. I'm taking them 28-25. Close game, but they'll definitely pull it out here.
Next, we have the Giants versus the Saints. Kind of feels like a trap game, doesn't it, John?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too keen to pick the Giants here.
Jackson Dart played great last week. Let's talk about Jackson Dart for a little bit.
I wouldn't say he played great, but he played good for his first game. It wasn't a great game, but it was good
He
for
beat
his
a
first game.
top tier defense.
Yeah, Giants defense was great. Cam Scatterbo looked good. So I
But I
wouldn't
mean,
say he played great, but it was a good
getting the
start.
job done against that Chargers defense is really impressive. They made Mahomes look bad. They made almost every single QB look bad thus far. And I was really impressed with Jackson Dart's performance, and his dance moves. You see that, Selly?
I did see this, Ellie.
Selly was tough.
It's the Utah
Uh,
boy.
I got the Giants barely winning this one, 20-17. I really wouldn't be surprised if the Saints win this one.
Yeah, I really want to pick the Saints here. I just feel like they could get their first win of the season. They've been in some games, they're not, other than the Seahawks game, they're really not getting blown out every game. but I'm just gonna stick with the Giants here. Stick with my gut. I'm gonna go 22-15.
Next, we have the Raiders versus the Colts. This one kind of feels a little trappy too. The Colts have been playing well, barely lost to the Rams. I got the Colts winning this one 24-14. I do like this Raiders team. I just think that the Colts probably have a better defense, probably have a little bit of a better offense. I don't know. Smith is he's been a little inconsistent. So, with that being said, I am going to pick the Colts to take it out against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, I feel like if Geno Smith figures out how to throw the football correctly and not throw 3 interceptions a game, the Raiders actually have a pretty good team. Colts rough loss against the Rams last week. If AD Mitchell didn't fumble the ball walking into the end zone, I'd say they would have won, but I just got unlucky sometimes. But I'm gonna stick with the Colts here. I think if Geno Smith has a good game, I think the Raiders could win this game. But I'm just not gonna bet on Geno Smith having a good game, so I'm gonna take the Colts 30-21.
The Dolphins are facing the Panthers. This is set to be an interesting game. Tyreek Hill, prayers up for him. I'm very glad that he got away from the curse of Tua Tagovailoa for at least a couple, uh, for at least till 2026. But man, that was a gnarly injury, wasn't it, John?
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't even watching the game and I didn't want to watch the injury. That's kind of stuff grosses me out. So I stayed away from like watching it. So
John, have you ever been fortunate enough to use a ruler before?
yeah.
It was like if you had a plastic ruler and you kept bending it and then it just eventually snapped. That thing was perpendicular on the other side. So this is what a normal leg looks like. It was like that. It was so gross. But I got the Dolphins barely squeezing it out against the Panthers 27-26. Panthers let me down last week. Panthers pissed me the hell off last week. I believed in them. I believed in my boy Bryce Young. Bryce Young might be one of the most inconsistent QBs the game has ever seen. Dolphins are gonna win this one.
Yeah, I was a little confused where he was going with the ruler explanation, but it makes sense now. But yeah, Bryce Young's probably the most inconsistent quarterback I've watched in my life. And he's only been in the league like 2 years, year and like a quarter. So I just can't be picking the Panthers against a team that I think has a really good offense. Even without Tyreek Hill, I still think they have a really good offense. And I just don't trust the Panthers in any games, to be honest. So I'm just going to take the Dolphins here. 24-19. I think it'll be definitely closer than their game last week, but expect Jalen Waddle to have a big game stepping up for the injured Tyreek Hill.
That Darren Waller definitely had a performance last week, didn't
Oh,
he?
for sure.
What a comeback for him. Next, probably one of the best games of the week. We have the Broncos versus the Eagles. Who do you got in this one, John?
This is a tough pick for me. I mean, I think it's a defensive battle. The Eagles' offense has become better the past 2 weeks, but I still think their defense is great. Broncos' defense, obviously one of the best in the leagues. But I'm just gonna have to take the Eagles here. I was humbled picking against them last week, and I won't make that mistake again. I'm gonna pick them here on out. I'm gonna take them 17-13, low scoring game, but I think the Eagles defense comes up with a clutch interception, clutch turnover that seals the game for them. But
I remember
I think the
I
Broncos
remember
will stay in.
I remember a John Lewis who would pick the Super Bowl champions until they lost. John did not do that last week. He gave me a free win. Um, and I gave him one right back with the fucking Panthers. Okay, so we got the Broncos and Eagles here. Eagles are a better team offensively. Defensively, they're probably about the same as the Broncos. I think that we're gonna have see really interesting competition here, but that the coaching of Nick Sirianni just really gets it done over Sean Payton. I think though Sean Payton has experience, Nick Sirianni is a better coach. Uh, and I think that the Eagles are gonna pull this one out 27-20. Next, we have the Texans versus the Ravens. Ravens have looked shaky, John. Shaky. I got the Ravens winning this one, 30-1-20. But with that being said, the Texans could pull off an upset here. They could. We both picked the Chiefs last week. We both were right. I was really surprised about that. Now the Ravens are 1-3. And the AFC North at the beginning of the season, which looked like one of the best divisions in football, is now looking like one of the worst divisions in football.
Now I wouldn't count the Ravens too soon. I think they've gotten kind of unfortunate. I don't know if you know, but Lamar Jackson is out for this game. You know that, right?
I do know
Okay.
that. I think that the Ravens have a better defense.
Yeah. So this game is really iffy for me. I mean, I can definitely see either team winning. I just don't really know if the Ravens are that good with Cooper Rush in. Like he's just way different than Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is really the soul of that team. I mean, they have Derrick Henry, but I think the Texans are smart enough to realize like if we just stop Derrick Henry and force Cooper Rush to throw the ball, then it could be good. But Derrick Henry always performs good against the Texans, no matter what. And it's really a 50-50 game for me, but I'm gonna stick with my gut. I'm just gonna take the Texans here. 20-17. I just can't trust the Ravens without Lamar Jackson. Texans have played Derrick Henry so many times. I feel like they can figure it out. I feel like they can stop him. I think they can pull out a win here, dropping the Ravens to 1-4 in the season. Texans move to 2-3.
So, John, this is really just a win-win for me because if the Ravens lose, they're 1-4. And even though the Bengals suck, we're not as bad as the Ravens. Now, if the Texans lose, then I go up a game in differential. So this is just a great pick by John. Andrew's gonna be happy either way, and I'm glad to hear that one go. Next, we have the. I do want to mention Lamar Jackson a little bit. I think that is a and talk about my prediction. I think that that's a blow. With that being said, I just don't trust this Texans offense enough. So I think the Texans defense and some special teams will force some points. I see this Texans offense realistically only getting 10 points. I think that the Ravens defense is gonna revitalize somehow. They're gonna get the Ravens into some good field position, some good spots. Gonna get Cooper Rush's confidence up. That's what's gonna fuel the Ravens to win this game. Next, we have the Titans versus the Cardinals. In the words of Cam Ward, Titans are just kind of shit. They're kind of ass. Um, so I'm gonna pick the Cardinals here, 17-3.
They're not kind of ass. They are ass. I'm gonna pick the Cardinals here 27-15. Um, I just can't pick the Titans anytime soon. So
I have a feeling we're gonna have a differential pick in this one, John. The Buccaneers versus the Seahawks. Who do you got in this one?
it's probably my game of the week, maybe second. I'm saving my game week for upcoming game here. But both these teams have looked really good. The Seahawks have looked good. Bucks come off a loss to the Eagles. It's in Seattle. I've been high on the Bucks all season, and I'm gonna have to say with the Bucks here. I just think they're an overall better team. I really like their offense. I like their defense. I think they'll be able to get it done. I'm taking them 38-30 shootout game.
Okay, well, I have the Bucks winning this one as well. I really thought you might choose the Seahawks because of how those Bucks performed for you last week. Seahawks have had an easy schedule the past 3 weeks, in my opinion. I think that they're a solid team. They'll probably make the playoffs, but they don't necessarily have the caliber that I see in this NFC with teams like the Lions, teams like the Eagles, teams like the even the Packers. So I have the Bucks winning this one 27-24, game-winning field goal. They're gonna keep that streak coming up. Next, we have a game that I am going to.
Oh, I forgot to go to this game.
Cincinnati, Ohio, Bengals versus the Lions. We're striping the jungle out. Do I believe in this team? No. Do I hate Cincinnati sports? Yes. The past couple weeks haven't been very good for me. I'm gonna be honest. It's taken a toll on my mental health. Zach Taylor. Okay, but here's how I see it. Part of me, the Bengals win. That would be amazing. The Bengals lose. I hope we get the shit tossed out of us. 70-20. I want Zach Taylor fired. I want him out of this organization. This is the time. If you, as a head coach, lose your star QB and you can't even muster up more than 13 points in 2 weeks, then what are we doing as a head coach? He is pretty much the offensive coordinator. He makes a lot of those offensive calls. He's been pissing me off. I'll put it that just bluntly. This whole team is pissed off. This whole team has a lot of motivation. I could see the Bengals winning this one, but I'm not an idiot. Lions 30-17.
Strong words there. I don't think Zach Taylor will be getting fired this season just because He's with the backup quarterback. I don't see him getting fired this season. That's for sure. Um, just rough times to be a Bengals fan. Rough to be going for this game. I'm sorry you had to go to this game, Andrew. I'm gonna take the Lions here. 40-20, 40-17. I just think the Lions are gonna put up a ton of points. And I'm telling you, when Dan Campbell gets a lead, bro, he doesn't let up. So he's gonna run up that scoreboard. Um, yeah, just gonna be a rough day for Bengals fans, especially a rough day if you're going to this game. I just feel bad if you chose this
Yeah,
game to go
and you
to.
know what the worst part is? I've been planning on going to this game for about 6 months. So you have the anticipation of the season starting, seeing Joe Burrow, seeing us win week one. Then he gets injured. And you're like, okay, well, we still won, Jake Browning. Then the next week, we drop 10 points to the Vikings. It's his first game back. Maybe there's some nerves. That Monday Night Football game was atrocious. We're coming off a short week. The Lions look amazing. It's just terrible. The valuation of these tickets dropped in half, John.
I was gonna say go sell them, but I haven't worked that anymore.
Commanders versus the Chargers is our next game. I got the Chargers winning this one 24-20.
Yeah, I also got the Chargers. I don't is Jaden Daniels
It
back?
doesn't it doesn't matter if he's coming back or not. I think that the Chargers defense is better.
Yeah, I still think the Chargers are overall a better team.
Um, John, what are your thoughts on that Chargers offensive line and how they've been getting injured recently?
I mean, it's rough to see Joe went down. That's bad for him. I think Justin Herbert's not gonna have a lot of time in the pocket anymore, which is gonna hurt them. I still think they're a good team. Justin Herbert, he can make plays no matter what. So I mean, it definitely sucks, but it's not as bad as people are making it out to be.
And I'm sorry I didn't answer your question. Jaden Daniels is back.
And I'm still going with the Chargers too.
I think the Chargers are just probably just a better team. Especially I don't trust an unhealthy, kind of tentative Jaden Daniels. Terry McLaurin is injured too. Primetime football is upon us. We have the Patriots versus the Bills. It's been a long time since the Patriots have been in primetime football. And they're facing one of the best teams in the league. John, I know you're a little excited for this. I'm going to go ahead and pick the rational choice. Bills are going to win 30-21. I just think that they're a better team in all facets of the game from the Patriots. If you were to pick the Patriots, I mean, you'd either be a Patriots fan or you would be lacking of brain cells. Go ahead, John.
So I hope everyone is ready for the second best game of the year, second to the Ravens versus Bills. This is gonna be the game of the year.
Differential already.
Patriots haven't played at prime time in so long. And it's actually a good game. I'm so excited to watch this game Sunday night, man. It just makes me happy to see this team back on prime time, back in a good game, just ready to play. We're gonna be hyped up. I think people are underestimating the Patriots a lot. I'm a Patriots fan. I'm taking the Patriots here. Let's go. 31-30, walk-off field goal. We take the dub in Buffalo. I just think this is a statement Patriots win. The Bills have not looked great. I mean, they look good. They've won their games, but they've kept it close against the Saints. And the game before that, I forget who they played, but it was close and it wasn't a great team. So, the Dolphins. So I'm thinking Patriots have a chance. It's going to be a close game. It's a one-score game no matter what. But I'm a Patriots fan. I'm taking the Patriots. Be ready. Drake May legacy game puts us on the map. They realize we're that team, bro. This shit makes me so happy to see the Patriots on a Sunday night game. I'm so excited for this game, bro. I can't even stop smiling thinking about this. Man, are y'all ready for this game, bro? I'm so excited. This is going to be the best game ever. Man, I'm so excited. I wish I could go to this
All right.
game.
So we know that Andrew's going to be winning one differential pick and that John's going to be sitting there in his bed, depressed, crying on Sunday night. Um, let's get straight into Monday Night Football. We have the Chiefs versus the Jaguars. Jaguars coming off a big win. Big win. I think the Jaguars are an underrated team. Um, I think they're really underrated. I think this AFC South is pretty dang underrated. I got the Chiefs winning this one, but in a nail biter, 24-23. I just can't underestimate these Chiefs and how well they've been playing recently. But I really like these Jaguars, and I just want to talk about how good of a win the Bengals had week 2 against the Jags. I hate the Bengals, bro. I hate football. Okay.
Sucks to see there. Football can do that to people. But
You're gonna be
uh,
doing it next week. Like on Sunday, you're gonna be doing the exact same thing.
anyway, I think this could be a really good game. Really good Monday Night Football game. The Jags have definitely looked good. Chiefs, 2 wins in a row. They're back on track. Me and Andrew both knew they were going to beat the Ravens. It's just kind of you watch a lot of football, you kind of just know that wins like this. You just got to know, and we knew that. I think the Chiefs are definitely going to pick up a win here. I think it'll be close. It's going to be a good game. I'm taking the Chiefs 23-20. Harrison Butker walk-off field goal.
John, what is your matchup of the week?
Bills Patriots, hands down. That's gonna be the best game of the week. I'm telling you, second best game of the year.
There's a lot of ones to look forward to. And yet I think that the most competitive game
It's Patriots Bills.
is
Say it,
gonna be
bro.
the Giants versus the Saints.
This dude, bro. Get a load of this guy, man. The Giants and the Saints, bro. Like, okay, bro. Hey, whatever interests you, bro.
Thank you guys for watching as always. And John, do you have any last things to say?
Thanks for watching. Enjoy that Sunday night game. I'm telling you, tune in.
All right. Bills Mafia. Let's ride. Uh thank you. I'm actually probably gonna be rooting for the Pats, to be honest, Sean.
You're a great dude, man.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We enjoy it. We hope you enjoy it. And we hope you have a great rest of your weekend and an amazing Sunday and Monday. Thank you for watching. Deuces.